What's up, everybody? It's the Omega Legend, and I have a speculation slash discussion for you today. And it has to deal with Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2. Now, straight into it. I believe the Russos are directing both parts. The Russo brothers, directors of Winter Soldier and Civil War, have stated that secondary characters will be more prominent and take a larger role in Infinity War. Maybe Phase 4, I'm not too clear on that, but I know they said Infinity War because these characters have not really had their own, let's say, movie. Now, how will you do that? How will you give these guys, these secondary characters, a more important role? By splitting the teams up and giving them, a different leader, because there's two parts to this movie. I actually said that backwards, not by splitting the teams up, but fuck it, let's get straight into it. Now, we know Avengers Infinity War Part 1 and 2, they're going to be dealing with Thanos. It's all been leading to this Infinity Gauntlet, Infinity War. Now, I believe when Thanos comes to Earth, or wants something done, he's going to have an army. It's not just going to be Thanos. He might send a crew to come destroy Earth, because remember, in the first Avengers, he learned to court them as to court death, and by them I mean Earthlings. You know the whole they're unruly, so therefore cannot be ruled. But he learned that, and then on top of that, they have infinity gems on Earth, and that's what he wants. He wants to meet death. He wants to delete existence. So he's coming to Earth, or he'll at least send somebody. And then there's two parts, so best believe after he sends somebody for us, he's definitely getting the Infinity Gauntlet with all the gems. It's gonna happen. So we're gonna have to send somebody after him, but keep Earth safe. Guarantee we cannot leave Earth unguarded after meeting a threat like Thanos. So who do we leave? The good old Marines or whatever? No. We need a team of Avengers, but we also need a team to go after them. Therefore, let's split the teams in two. Now, who stays and who goes? This is why I see secondary characters getting a larger role in the Infinity War, because now you have a chance for somebody else to step up and be the leader. Now, let's start off with Team Earth. Who's gonna sit here and shoot up Chitauri or whatever creatures he sends to Earth while everybody else is out in space? Let's start off with the Winter Soldier. Now, there's rumors that he might become the Captain America, after the whatever happens in Civil War, because that's how it happens in the comics. No, I don't believe Steve Rogers will die, but he might become Captain America. Wouldn't that put a spotlight on a secondary character? A thought was once dead sidekick return to the living. And then on top of that, he kind of wants to clear his name. So if, show that he's not really the Winter Soldier, it was Hydra. He wants to prove that he's still all about America. This is where he's from. America's the reason why he went to war, to protect it. So maybe he'll become the Captain America of the Earth team. I mean, think about it. He's proficient in fighting. He's clearly a master assassin. And like I just said, he wants to clear his name. Whatever happens in Civil War is probably gonna bring him to the spotlight amongst, regular citizens, the average citizen. And given that he's had, US military training and training with the KGB, he's gonna be a solid strategist. So he's a good pick to stay there. He's a secondary character. It kind of fits with, strategy and with what the Russos have stated. So that's not gonna get too deep into it, because there will be multiple episodes of this. But there's number one for Earth, Team Earth. Number two is gonna be Falcon, because let's just be honest, he's cool. He can fight, para rescue, guns, Cap sidekick, but he's not helping out in the fight against Thanos. And he's definitely a secondary character, a sidekick. So him, and having history with Captain America, having after Civil War, and Winter Soldier, having history with the Winter Soldier, kind of makes sense to keep those two together. Isn't really nothing to say about that besides that. So yeah, Team Earth. Next up for Team Earth is somebody who I assume, and you should all assume, is going to be a poster child once Marvel really gets them fleshed out and gets their mitts on them. It's Spider-Man, because he's just not going to space. You're not going to send a high schooler off to space. He's going to be on Earth, saving kids, swinging around, doing combos, combining his spider senses with the other people on the list. Plus, he's smart. He's a genius. Now, you do need smart people in space, but you need people that are smart down on Earth too. Because if there's nothing left to come back to, what did we all do it for? And let's just be honest, it's Spider-Man. He's going to have a major role in Infinity War. For sure. He's not going to get Civil War because they know he's there. They know they have him. They can plan for him. So yeah, Spider-Man, definitely Team Earth. Next up, we have Black Widow. And she's in the same boat as Falcon. I mean, what can she do to assist out there? I mean, she's a good spy, but we don't need spies. It's wartime. Well, yeah, you do need spies in war, but still, there's nothing to infiltrate. He lets it be known, hey, I want these stones. Get out of my way. You're gonna die. That type of thing. She can't really do anything up there. She can't assist. You know, not that I want to build or say that, you know, the space team should be all heavy hitters, but she's really has no real assistance up there. So she's Team Falcon. She'll be much more useful on Earth. She has connections. She can fight. She can strategize. She can sneak around. She can do everything on Earth. But up there versus Thanos with an Infinity Gauntlet, we need someone else. So yeah, Black Widow, Team Earth. Next, we have the Wasp. Yes, Team Earth, the Wasp. She's gonna show up. She got to look at her costume at the end of, what was it, Ant-Man. So we know she's coming. Ant-Man and the Wasp is also confirmed. So yeah, she's in the MCU. She's gonna be the Wasp. She's not going off into space. She might actually. But for right now, let's just say Team Earth until we see a little more development from her. Let's just assume Team Earth. She's down there, stingrays, blasters. The way Hank Pym has been portrayed so far, I really don't think he wants his only daughter going off into space. He barely wanted her to put on this suit. We had to get a movie for that. Granted, obviously the other one's a movie, but yeah, I just don't see it happening. But I see her being on Earth, and she's a secondary character. Everybody wants to see more of her development. It just fits. So yeah, Wasp, Team Earth. Another member of Team Earth, Scarlet Witch. Now she's a secondary character for sure. Brief appearance so far in Avengers Age of Ultron, even though she had a major role in it. Who knows how big her role is in Civil War. We don't really know how she'll be developed. They've been real hush on her. There's rumors of you know, non-survival, but I don't believe those. So we also have rumors, well, not really rumors, just speculation that she might go off into Doctor Strange to try to learn magic. She's not getting her own solo project. If she makes it out of Civil War, she will be a secondary character, and it makes sense because then we will have a heavy hitter. I mean, she can alter reality. Yeah, she's good up in space, but we have another smart magic guy who I would like to send up in space that we're getting a movie for in 2016. So I would place her on Team Earth. We need somebody who can molecularly break down everything. So yeah, Scarlet Witch, definitely Team Earth. It would make sense. Secondary character, better story arc for her probably. And then we just need some powers back on Earth. Like, we need some special abilities, not just special people. We'll see who else pops up in the series. Well, not the series, the cinematic universe until then. That's why this video is going to have multiple parts on it. Because with new info, you know, I'll be able to switch around the list, speculate even better. But right now, with the bare minimum info, I put Scarlet Witch on Earth for sure. Unless something happens to a love interest of hers, somebody with a infinity gem in his forehead. She might want to come up into space and get a little Ultron style revenge, if you know what I mean. And last for Team Earth, but though I don't think they'll be Avengers, I think there'll be a sweet little quick cameo, regardless of how many, you know, this guy's in charge of this, and you know, they had a fight. I'm just gonna say, I don't fucking care. I do believe the Defenders will show up. People are not gonna come to New York, to Earth, and send alien armies while the Defenders are there and they're just gonna hang out and chill. They're gonna get the shawarma this time. They get shawarma. No. No, they're gonna put hands on whatever monsters are sent down there. I mean, right now in the Netflix series, they're going through hell. And they survive it. So I do not think they're gonna set up a team of Defenders and not defend anything. Oh yeah. So count on them, maybe a cameo, maybe a quick, hey, who are you guys? Who are you? We're the defenders. All right, defend. Something maybe along the lines of that. I do not think they will be major, but since I was making a list of Team Earth and talking about how you can make secondary characters more important, you know, why not speak on them? They're going to be thrown in there. And that makes Team Earth a team of Avengers filled with secondary characters thus far in the MCU. There you have it. You want to make secondary characters a bigger role? Why don't you make a team out of them, you know? Have them save us. Have them do the hardcore fighting in the streets while everybody else is playing space boat and stuff like that, you know? But yeah, I think it's a cool way. Remember, Phase 4 is most likely going to have the new Avengers, quote unquote, you know, a whole fresh new roster. Maybe look at some of the older cast as like the grandpas, the gurus, you know. They might change Steve Rogers into Zordon or some shit like that. Like he's the floating head. Like, put the fucking morphers on and beat those putties. I don't know. Yeah, whatever. But since I made a team for Earth, I have to make a team for space, because it's still gonna be a movie. They're not taking over, but they're gonna have a larger significant role, and another secondary character who has not had a solo movie is gonna be on that space team. But I'm gonna put all that in this video part 2, so make sure you go watch that. If you enjoyed this video, like, you know, leave your comments and thoughts below. If you think I'm out of my mind, or if you just have a different lineup, just, you know, comment it below, let me know, and subscribe for more videos, because I'm gonna post videos daily on everything related to the MCU. All right, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all later.